What's up, guys?
How you doing?
What's up, Russ?
How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, man.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right on.
Some of the tempo stuff that you use against Vegas and use it at times during the year, what do you like about that? What benefits does it have for you specifically?
I think the tempo stuff's been great for us when we've gotten into it for the most part this year. I think, obviously, the first time we played Vegas, we had some really big plays. Kendall had a sweet play down the sideline in the honey hole, down the left sideline. We had Jerry Jeudy scored the touchdown on one of them in that game as well. This game, we made some really good plays. Guys were catching a lot of good balls and doing a lot of great things with that, too. Some of the runs, too, as well. I think it's just it makes it challenging on the defense because they got to scramble and try to figure out what we're doing. So that's always helpful too as well.
Is there?
When you look at the third quarter, what stands out to you in particular about what's going wrong there and what you need to do to get better?
Yeah, we got to come out and have a better third quarter. Our third quarters have been what's part of I think why we are where we are. Not even part of it, a big part of it. I think we've had pretty good first halves for the most part, decent. Some have been better than others, but the third quarter has slowed us down tremendously. And so that's something that I'm really focused on over the next few days, and then obviously going to this game and the rest of the games we have this year, and hopefully we can turn it around.
You're relentlessly positive. Do you still see the buy-in, and how does your attitude help you get through this time at 3-7 at this point in the season?
Yeah, I think we have relentless buy-in. Everybody's all in. There's not anybody that's not. There's not anybody that's not believing in what we're doing and how we can get there. The tough part is, and I think the part that's been the toughest, as I told you guys, I think the other night, but also the part that we keep hanging our hats on is understanding that we've been in every single one of these games and we feel like we should have won every single one of them. And as disappointing as that is, we are where we are. And we got to respond. We got to react. We got to get better. We got to improve. We got to focus on one day at a time. We had an unbelievable practice today. The young guys are looking so great. Just as we had to step in there, we're playing with so many new faces and everything. But the good part is, guys are getting that experience. And like I said to you guys, I think a few weeks ago, I remember going back to my rookie year, just being able to get that experience early on in your career. I mean, guys like Virgil, guys like Montrell, guys like Brandon, and so many other guys. So it's good, and it's going to turn for good. And hopefully that can happen this week.
Your reaction to Melvin getting let go, and did you get a chance to say goodbye?
Yeah, I did. Melvin and I talked a little bit. Obviously, Melvin's been one of the best running backs in the National Football League for, 9 plus 10 years. He's been really special over the years. He's scored a lot of touchdowns, done some amazing things in the National Football League, done some amazing things in college. I remember. I think he rushed for didn't he rush for 400 yards in a game or something crazy?
He had the record for a minute.
Yeah, I remember watching that game. When I was. I think I was my second year in the National Football League watching him rush for 400 some yards. I mean, he's a guy that the guys in the locker room love to death, and so it hurts for us to see him go. And I know how much he cared. He hated letting people down. He felt like and he always just wanted to try to make a great play. And I think that the great thing about Melvin, he's going to get another opportunity. We're praying for him, and that he gets to go shine somewhere. And I just love his attitude. How he's always confident. He always one of the hardest working guys. He always at practice works his butt off every play. So I'll forever love Melvin.
Russ, you talked about the success going up tempo. Is that something that you want to see the offense do more, or are there reasons why you can't do it more often?
I think it's something that we can do really well, and we've done it really well. I think I've always done it well. Guys have done it well. I think it's something that we can get to more. It's something we have to do all the time, but I do think it's something that we should tap into. I think go back to London game. We played really good in the tempo situations, and I think part of it is who we have and everybody knowing all the plays and everything else. And guys are really smart; they're on it. That's always the fear. Is does everybody know it, especially our guys? But these guys are as sharp as can be. They spend extra time early in the mornings, and like I said to you guys, and so you trust them and you trust the guys up front and everything else. So I think that's a really good part for us so far.
Russ, you have a pretty regimented, detailed schedule. So when Coach switches days around and Tuesday becomes a longer work day and Thursday for Thanksgiving, how does that change your schedule? And will you be in here Thursday a lot? Or?
Yeah, no, I think that anytime you have these special holidays, like you have Christmas, you have and Thanksgiving. You know, I've played on Thanksgiving before. You know, I remember those games, those moments. Those are all special. You know, you're a young kid. You're growing up eating a turkey sandwich with Wonder Bread, and you're sitting over there, and you got your mayo and everything else. You're watching the game with your dad and your mom and your brother and everything else. I mean, these are special moments to be, you know, as an athlete, you know, as a young kid, you know, growing up with your parents and everything else. I think that obviously going back to the schedule and stuff, but we've had a really good week, you know, of being able to respond from a tough game on Sunday to come in on Monday, guys with their head up, really focused, really ready to work in the weight room and the meeting rooms. They've done an excellent job of that. So I think the coaches got us prepared. They worked, you know, their butts off to get us a great game plan, and we've been working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, working, you know, all day and night, and getting ready to roll. We had a great practice today. So, you know, I feel really confident about where we are right now so far this week. And then it's an important time to celebrate your family and loved ones, and we get to play an amazing game, you know, an amazing game that we all love, and because of military, because of so many other amazing people in our lives, parents, people that have been there for us, you know, former coaches that you've had in Little League and everything else, that they've helped you get here, you know, brothers and sisters, family members, so you cherish that, and people that are no longer here, you know, obviously, as you guys know, my dad means the world to me, so every Thanksgiving, you know, I always reflect back to that. We always we have a family tradition in my house, so we always watch the movie Life, because I've been watching it since I was a little kid with Martin Lawrence and, you know, Eddie Murphy and all those guys, Bernie Mac. So yeah, I mean, these moments are special moments. So you cherish it, especially, you know, with 3 kids now and see, and you make sure you maximize those moments.
What have you learned?
More guys?
What have you learned from Clint Kubiak over the course of this year?
Well, I think Coach Kubiak is very diligent. I mean, he's really bright. Obviously, he's called the game. Obviously, his dad, his pedigree, he comes from. He's been in the game. He's understood the game. He's done a great job over his career coaching. You know, he's one of the first guys here, one of the last guys to leave. He's just dedicated to the process. All of our coaches are, you know, and so to have another great offensive mind, a guy, you know, Coach Kubiak, who really understands the game, and, you know, I get to work with him every day, so we get to spend a lot of time together one-on-one and just talk ball, talk the game, talk, you know, obviously on the field, process, on the sideline. I thought he was very poised and ready for that challenge, and to go up and call plays. You know, it's not easy just to, boom, here you go, but he was ready for it. And, you know, and I think Coach Hackett and him have a great bond. So I thought he did a great job.
You're getting comfortable with that thing on.
Yeah, I guess I'm rocking this wristband here. It's been good. Yeah, I've worn one before, so.
Who puts that together? Does Clint put that together now then?
Yeah, all
or-
the coaches work together. They do a great job of putting a great game plan. You know, we have a guy named Zach Grossi who's really sharp. You know, Coach Grossi has been awesome for us. He's been awesome for me every day, every morning, every night and every morning. He texts me around 11:45, 11:30 every night. Hey, boom, here's the game plan, boom. I text him back, thanks, coach, boom, boom, boom. Wake up the next morning, he's got something new for me, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning. We're texting and getting the scripts together, and he's sending it to me, and I'm walking through them with the guys, younger guys, early in the morning. So he's really dedicated. So all these coaches do a great job of working together.
What'd you write at the bottom? What'd you write at the bottom there? Sorry.
Yeah, I wrote For Your Glory,
Okay,
for God's glory, and then I just
Yeah, you don't need to
wrote
give
a
us a place. I think
Yeah.
other people would want to.
All right, thank you, Russ.
Thank you, guys. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys. Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving.